Well, hello there. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so I hope it works out. I hope the music's not too loud, but it's so... Like, this is the lowest it'll go. What if I lower the desktop audio a little bit? There. Oh yeah, it's already lowered. Okay, cool. Let me know if the music is too loud. It's just loud on my headphones. And if you can hear me through the mic, here I come. Hi. It's not loud. Okay. Is it like not loud? This is weird because I'm live. Hello. How's it going, everybody? All right. You know what? I might switch so my OBS is right there so that I can see. You're gonna be lurking. Thank you. I hope you have a good day too, Potato. I'm just getting, so I have my two screens. I think I'm gonna put my Twitch stream here and my overlay because I can read the chat, I think, in there. I can read it in them both, I believe. Cool. All right. Hope y'all don't mind, but I did not feel like wearing makeup today. So you have, oh, that's better. Now, I'm looking at the screen, but I need to look at you guys. So it's gonna be a little interesting. But hello. We are repotting some plants. How do I start? All right, so I've gathered all of my plants around me that I need to repot. This is just kind of like a little bit of what I need to repot, but I love plants. They're awesome and cool and fun. And you guys are gonna watch me repot some plants. If the mic is not loud enough, let me know. But I can move it closer. We can have some like ASMR repotting, but we'll see. All right, let's, I guess, get on to it. All right, so I guess I'll get started by just explaining. So most of these are cuttings from plants that I have had before. So I have like the bigger versions over there. So we have some pothos vines that I want to, I think, do something really cool with them. So, because there's a crack in this pot and it's long overdue for a repot. So I have this that I got and I'm going to try and like repot them in a nice little line. So I got that, and then I got these two babies that they really need some love and some repotting. So we're going to do that. And I got 3 lime green philodendrons. So these are rooting cuttings that I have cut and they've rooted. And I've rooted them for about half a year, which is a little bit too long, but we all know how long it takes me to repot my plants. So let's all talk about it. And then I have some monsteras and some, I can never say it right, colonche. Ooh, this one has a little bit of mealybugs in it, but that's fine. We will get rid of that. So yeah, we're gonna, some of it's just repotting and some of it is repotting and making it look nice. Because some plants I like to repot because they get like really stringy. And as you can see, these guys already have roots. They have roots coming up already from like, so I'm gonna split them and try and get more than one plant. Because now it's like, yeah, not good looking. So I have some pots we're gonna have fun with. We're gonna, one thing I really want to repot is this ficus, this Audrey Ficus. I saw this at a store and I loved it. Its leaves are very soft and velvety and it's been needing a new home. So we're gonna give him a repot. All right, and this is just like, these are just plants I have in my room, my computer room. All throughout the house, I have like many plants. And again, this is my first time doing this kind of stream, so let me know if things need to be changed. I'm trying my best to look at the camera, not at OBS, because I'm not playing a game. But yeah, hello. I am Lydia. This is my channel, Pinup Player One. I'm a variety streamer. We do a lot of different things here. A lot of VRC, virtual reality games and chat. And then also, I might bring back nail art. I used to have acrylics and I used to do acrylics, but I haven't in a while. You can still see me. Aw, you're excited to see this? Okay, well, If this turns out well, I might make it like after I come back from my vacation, I might make it like a monthly thing. And then that'll keep me motivated to keep up with my repotting. Because I do sell all my plants that I breed online. Right now it can only be within Canada. I haven't figured out how to, you have to get certain licenses to be able to sell organic goods to the US and to like Europe and stuff. So I've just strictly stuck to Canada. So if you do actually look on my Etsy shop, I took all my plants down for now because I'm going on vacation, and I also want them to look a lot more nicer, and I wanted to breed them a little bit more, so I had more to give. Yeah. Yeah, they are very serious about plants going across the border, like 100%. To the point where like I lived in New York for a while, and I accumulated a couple months worth of plants, and I couldn't bring them. Because there was just, it sucked because I had like a really nice orchid, a tiger's eye orchid, but oh well, I'll get another one. I have lots of orchids. Maybe we can do an orchid stream too, because I have a couple orchids that need to, I want to be more creative with my plants. So yeah, as I repot, I'll say a little bit about them. Some of them I don't know a lot about, some of them I do know a lot about, but what I do know is how to grow them and how they work. So yeah, feel free to ask questions. Sit back and relax. If you want me to change the music, let me know. If you want an ASMR stream and you want me to turn off the music and put the mic here so you can like listen to me, let me know. Oh, this will be fun because you're so excited. Okay, good. And I have actually, so I got these earbuds, these skull candy ones. They didn't work at first, but they work now, which is good. Also, just something really funny. I was trying to connect to these earbuds on my phone, on my computer, and I think I accidentally connected to someone else's headset, and I was like playing music on their headset. So I gotta be careful about that. I should name mine. Yeah, you're going to have to do this when I get true. I will. All right, so let's see now. I'm trying to figure out how to go about this. I really like this, and I really want to like, so we're gonna have to put this here so you guys can see what's going on. We're gonna start, I think, with this, because I've had this for a while. I got this at Michael's, and I really want to do something cool with it. I have these pothos vines, and you know what? I also forgot. Give me 1 second, guys. It's time to probably repot these puppies too, and maybe put some more in here. So yeah, here's some more pothos. So I've got some devil's ivy, which is variegated. I need to take more cuttings and put them in here because I want to variegate them, propagate them more. So yeah, we'll take maybe some of those. Maybe it'll be a combo of the devil's ivy with the pothos vines, the heart-shaped. Cool. All right, so you're gonna put this, I don't have a big enough table for this. We'll figure it out. We'll put this here, and we'll put this here because we want to use these, but I want you to see. You know what? I'll put this right here, and we'll get those in a moment. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a nice atmosphere in this lovely thing. And the reason why I'm putting the pothos is because they don't need a lot of space for roots. They're okay to be root bound. Sometimes, like you can repot one every 1 to 2 years and then take their clippings. I got my dog's hair all over it. Excellent. But yeah, they do well in small areas because they're kind of like a vine. So they just kind of like fill up the area. And then as it gets bigger, I either clip them back and like take the stems and make new ones, or I actually stick them back in the soil so they like make more. So I got my big old bag of soil here, and I'm gonna vacuum afterwards. I've decided like how can I do this inside? Because I was gonna do it outside, but that probably would have been way too bad. So yeah, I'm using Pro Mix Premium Potting, if anyone's wondering. And this is gonna get messy, and no, I don't mind. I don't mind getting dirty. Oh, so what I have is a trowel to fill up the stuff with, and then scissors to, sometimes there's roots that are either rotten or they need to be clipped back just a little bit Most plants are okay if you clip their roots. Some, like orchids and stuff like that, don't like their roots being clipped. But these guys today that I'm doing, they don't mind. If I clip their roots, it's because they need it. Okay. And it's also like getting a haircut sometimes. When you clip the roots, it promotes more growth too. So we're gonna start by putting some soil in here. I can't believe I finally did this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but like it's a lot of setup. So it's good that I get to do it. And nowadays, people rarely see my real life face. So this is my face. Welcome to my face. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit because remember, we also have soil in existing pots. So I'm just gonna like make sure it's all loosened up and ready to go. And now we're gonna start by just literally gently taking our trowel, and I'm digging up a bunch because they're just gonna come up. It's probably really root bound too. I expect this table to get a little bit nasty, so that's okay. I'm gonna be washing this anyway. So now I'm just going in and like, boop. So then this is what it looks like. As you can see, like, basically these types of plants are just a bunch of little ones all around. So I'm gonna just, some of them I'm clipping so that I can separate them out more. I make sure, because they're gonna grow more roots also. These guys grow roots really fast. So I'm clipping them so I can spread it out more. And I'm kind of placing them roughly where I want them to go. Oh, lots of new growth there. That's awesome. So I'm kind of like putting them more in the middle so that they can spread out, because as they spread out, these guys will connect into the dirt and make more. So I might want to add a little bit more dirt. On the side. And now we're going to take these rootings too, and we're going to put them in here also, because I want like a little mix. I think this will look really nice on a table or something. So I'm going to cover most of it because the roots will spread and they will go forth and do their thing. So I'm going to put one of them here and another one in here. With these, you don't have to be super like accurate, and you don't have to put them super deep in the ground because they're a trailing plant. So they're kind of used to like going up. Just don't cover the whole things. I want this one to go this way, and it'll take a while for them to fully like, just make sure all the roots are like buried and you have the plant air on top. So you have the leaves. You don't cover the leaves up, but you can cover some of the stem, because when you cover the stem, more roots will come out of the stem. Like where you see where this will grow, and then also right here, new roots can come from there also. So I'm gonna plant it like this so that new roots will come out of these, and then it'll grow up this way. And I'm gonna put that one right here. This is gonna be nice and full. And I'm gonna snip this root because it's super long. I'm laughing weirdly at myself. I'm so strange. Okay, all right, folks. I'm gonna put this one, I think right here. And then I have one more, and then we can clip some more and put them in, which is very nice. So I'm giving these roots a little clip too. And so you guys can see. So I'm gonna be putting some soil over top of this. I just figure out, where do I want this last one? I think I want this last one to go right here. There we go. All right, so now we cover it up. So I'm gonna take, there's some soil already in this. This is moss. So now we just pat it down. I feel like I'm Bob Ross, but for plants. Happy little plants, happy little vines. Now this one, because it has a crack in it, I can either smash it up and use it as gravel, or I can keep it as an outdoor pot, because it now has natural drainage. So now, just making sure I cover up all of the areas. I'm gonna need a tray for this, I think, when I water it. So it's gonna have to be on, get a little tray, because it's not totally meant for, it'll leak. It'll leak, so I'm gonna make sure that whenever I water it, I either put it outside or in the bathtub to water it, and then when it's dry, put it out, or I just get, a tray that I can put underneath, maybe at HomeSense or something. Okay. So there. So now these guys, I'm gonna take this one actually, because I don't know what's happening with, I'm actually gonna, so this one kind of hasn't decided if it wants to make flowers or not. So I'm just folding it up lightly and putting it underneath so that it actually grows more vines and thickens up. I'm gonna put a little bit more soil on top of that. This is a banger. There, so I make sure that like these kind of, I want this to go here, so it like, and now if I wanted to too, I could also like make like a trellis in the middle so that like grows up. So that might be another project I might do. I actually want to put this under the water there. Sometimes you have to like coax it to do what you want, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more water, not water, soil. So I bury the things that I need to bury. Bury the things that I need to bury. Excellent. All right, so this is gonna, obviously, this is the final result for now. So it's gonna get bigger in a couple months. And what I'm going to do is, so it doesn't leak, I have this spray bottle, and I just give it a little spray down, just as an initial one, and then in a week or so, I just mist it at first, because if you water it too much, it'll wash away all of the dirt and it'll deroot it. So here's our first one. Ayo! One done. That deserves some water. All right. Now I gotta figure out where to put all these puppies. Little pothos vine. We're gonna put you, put these right here. And then this right here, and then we'll put this right there. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we got more soil. This is gonna be dirty, but that's okay. Life is dirty. All right, so I think next thing I'm gonna do, I really wanna plant this ficus. You water your stuff too much, it's a crime. It is a crime. Don't overwater. No. All right, so we're getting this ready. We're gonna do the ficus. So I'm filling it up, not all the way. And I'm making sure. Now, when repotting, this is going to be very pot bound. It's been a while. You can see, let me try, yeah, you can see with the light. You can see all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away so it's easier to take out. So this is what we call pot bound. So you basically just squish it a little bit and it comes out. And we can reuse this pot. So I put it in there. It's kind of like crabs. When I repot, I like take out the pot and then I use it right away for another one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and break up the bottom. I'm not like completely cutting it, but outside, and then I just make sure I ruffle it a little bit just to give it some oomph. And so you want to make sure you don't completely unroot it, but you lay it on top like that. And then boop, and you fill it up with potting soil. I'm really happy I finally was able to do this. Thank you guys for and hello and welcome all everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is Lydia. This is my channel Pinup Player 1. We do a lot of different things here, and today we're repotting plants. I'm hiding in a plant. Can you see me? Awesome. Now, I know I said yesterday figs are assholes. They are. But this one I couldn't. This was, I haven't seen this variety, and it was a little expensive, so we have to try and keep him alive. But he's been doing a lot better than the fiddle leaf fig. Actually, the name is on here. It's called an Audrey fig. There we go. And so we're going to give him or her or it just a little spray. Boom. Done. Very awesome. All right. So now I'm going to take him. I have some saucers here, and so we're just, because he won't fit, we're going to put him on the floor on a saucer. On the carpet that I just washed. Yes, thank you for bullying me into doing plants. I appreciate you. All of you. All right. I guess to get these little guys out of the way, so these are little succulents that I had from I have a big one outside. They've been in water for a long time. It's time to give them a new home. So we're going to start by giving him in this home. We're going to put one in here. Now because there's no soil, I put a lot more on the top, and I make sure I make a little hole. Make sure there's no like getting all those clumps out. And I just take them, plop them in. Now a lot of people think that succulents, actually I'm gonna clip off, he's got some dead stuff. I'm gonna just clip off that dead stuff. I try not to rip it off usually because you could like hurt the plant. And I'm trying to now, because he was growing one way, I'm trying to like make it so he's centered. A lot of people always think that you need like cactus sandy soil for succulents. Most succulents do very well in just regular potting soil. So don't worry about that. So now I'm going to give him a little spray. And he is done. And now we will do the other one. We'll put him in here. This leftover little one. So what I'm going to do is there's a little bit of... So I'm trying to remember not to pull it off because I don't want to like pull off the root system. But sometimes, there, you just peel it a little bit until it comes off and then you can cut it. Kind of like a pineapple, I guess. Any brown leaves I get rid of. And then also, sometimes if the tips start to get brown, you can't see that too well because of my camera, but I just clip that off just to make it look nicer. It doesn't change it or make it super better, but And so I'm just looking at the root growth for this one, making sure it's okay. Yeah, so I make a little hole, plop them in there, pack them in, and then just fill them in with a little bit extra. There we go. And give them a little spray, a spray poo. Perfect. These will be on my shop in the fall, so if you want, please follow me on Etsy. There's a link in the bottom. I do sell all of my plants that I propagate within Canada. I'm learning how to sell them in the US. Okay, so we're gonna put that there. And let's see. Need to find another little home. We're gonna have to move you, plant mama. So we'll take, actually, why don't we do the philodendrons? So we're gonna put this right here. So we'll do the bigger ones now. All right, so, we're actually gonna recycle this. I'm gonna take the little tag off so I remember what name. Audrey Fig, there we go. And I love reusing pots, because like, why? All right, so these guys are super root bound. Now, I can either put them all together or separate them out, which I think I might. So I might put two in, and I'm gonna clip, this is way too long, so I'm just gonna clip that because he's gonna grow new ones. Now, because there is also no soil, we can fill it up almost all the way and just stick it in. It's that simple. Actually, I think I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna make this one because he's pretty big. Now this one will need to be packed down quite a bit. And because the roots, actually, this is also a vine, kind of, so the roots grow all the way up, and as it's growing, roots can come out of the vine or the stem. So it's okay if you pack it all the way up, making sure it's really packed in there, just because it's loosely in there until the roots decide to do it. And give him, there we go. And there's one. Now these two, because they're small, I think I'm gonna put them together. And this root's way too long. Gonna give that one a little snip. We don't need this anymore. Let's put it right there. Now let's see. I know, we're gonna use this. This lovely terracotta pot. Boom. Has some spider webs in it, but whatever. It's fine. This is fine. Now, there'll be chunks of soil, so just make sure whenever you use packaged soil, you just like make sure you get all the clumps out. And again, because there's no soil previously, because we're not like repotting or potting for the first time, we can fill it up almost to the top. Actually, with this one, we can fill it to the top. And this one has more of a root system, so I'm just gonna make a little hole. Make sure the roots are there and shove him in. And then I'm gonna make sure this guy, whoop, and there we go. That's simple. Give him a little water. Perfect. Alright. Now I put him on another thing. Oh boy, I need to find room for all of these before I sell them now. Oh dear. That's okay. Alright, so now we have how many more left? 3. You know what? This guy needs to be repotted in a bigger one, as you can see. This is a Norfolk Pine. They're a pine tree, but they're more of a tropical pine tree because they're soft and they won't grow like overwintered in the north. They're meant to be like indoor plants here, but like they would grow in Florida easy. But yeah, this guy's been begging to be repotted. So I think I'm gonna put him in. That's too big, I think. I think this might be. Yeah. That one's good. So we're gonna pick this one because it's deeper and so he has roots. I actually saved this one 2 years ago. It was almost dying. My mom got it as a gift for Christmas. They sprayed him and everything. So he's come a long way. So we're gonna try and keep him alive. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Here. There we go. Okay. So I filled it halfway full. And now I'm just gonna rip it out because I know that there we go. So yeah, he's a little root bound. And I'm gonna snip that. And like this, I'm just gonna put him in here. And I'm gonna use some of his old stuff because they like acidic soil. So I'm just gonna use some of the old stuff because of the pine needles. Probably be good for it. And then I'm gonna top it up with the new stuff because the new stuff has a little bit of fertilizer in it. There we go. So I don't know, this guy is gonna probably stay sad because, you know, when pine trees kind of get broken, they get broken. So we'll see how he goes. There you go, sir. I'm gonna do 3 big ones, actually. Not super big because I was like, how am I gonna do that? And tomorrow I'll give them another good water and I'll give them some fertilizer too. But for now I just let them, like, I try not to super shock them because they're already shocked enough. Okay, I gotta move some plants around. Give me a second. Whoop. Don't knock anything over. Alright, so we're gonna put this one here for now. This one over here. Make some room. This guy. Alright, so we're gonna put him over here. Say goodbye, Sven. I renamed his dad Sven. Cool. Oof. Okay. I want to cross my legs, but I can't because this is such a small table. Okay. Now, we gotta finish these guys, huh? So I'm gonna put the 3 actually in this one, so it'll be bigger and more full. And I'll keep this one in my house. So we can fill this one up almost all the way too because there's no existing soil. I'm so glad that I'm doing this. Yay. And hello and welcome everyone. Come and chill and watch me repot plants. I don't know if this is gonna grow, but we're gonna put it in and see. All right, so we're gonna give it a little trim. And I'm gonna stick it. 1, 2. There we go. Get in there. And the third one. There. We'll see what that happens with that one. Make sure that's pretty deep. And just top it up with a little bit more soil. And there we go. We'll see what this one does. What would help it grow? Just putting it in the soil, and if it grows, it grows, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Half the time, growing stuff is just seeing if it'll grow and accepting if it doesn't. Because sometimes you can't help stuff. It's all nature. It's 50% giving it water and love and care, and then the other 50% is up to God. Or the goddesses on whether it will survive or not. Survival of the fittest. All right. Now, we have this cool thing. What do I want to do with this? I think. Okay, so this over here. Let's see. I'm gonna try and put the, oh my god, I can never say their name right, Colonche. I'm gonna put it, Alright, so this one here is begging to be split. So like, as you can see, it's growing new roots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut him here, and then cut off, because like it's a weird angle. I could probably actually plant this too, like that, and see what happens, because that root might come up. Then you just take off some more, because the roots come from the leaves that you pick off. And then gonna do the same with this guy. Take him off. And I'm just taking most of the soil off, so it's like just his roots. Because these guys are very hardy, if you haven't noticed. You can kind of do whatever you want with them. I'm gonna put this at the top and see if it grows, because I actually did that before. It was really interesting. So put that guy in there. And then stuff this one. I'm gonna have to give it more soil actually. And these guys actually do flower. I believe their flowers are orange. They're very pretty. This was actually my grandparents' plant, and it was one dead one, and I turned it into 4 or 5. So that's a thing. And then I'm just gonna stuff this in here and see what happens. Make sure, put some more there, because they do better like as a clump. So, and then we'll give it there we go. And now this one, perfect. So this one doesn't have drainage, which is fine, because this one actually really likes being wet. So if it's a little bit overwatered, then it's okay. So then this guy is gonna bust out of here and get bigger and stronger. We're gonna put him right there. See what happens. And now this guy. This guy's begging for a repotting. You like the high-tech watering can? Yeah, it's actually just a spray bottle. I love it. Now, I'm gonna take this guy out because I had him in this. I'm gonna take my scissors and just like go around so that he can come out easily. So then if I, there we go, boop. And now we're gonna just pour all the soil in here. Oh no, I got a leaf in my foot. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing? Okay, now let's see. I feel like I want to put it in here again, but I want to cut it up. 1, 2. I'm gonna turn it into 3. And I'm only doing this just because I've watched the way it grows and I know that it'll just come back really easily. Okay, so we're gonna put this one back in here. Actually, no. So I'm gonna take off most of these leaves. Because it's gonna grow. By George. There we go. And then we're gonna take off most of the leaves on this one. Because it's gonna grow up and over. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna put it there like that. And then I'll fill it up most of the way, and then I'm gonna just stick this one in the top. So basically I'm just making it more bushier and appealing looking. It's not as scrangly. Is that a word? Scrangly? Yeah, I can be really rough with this plant because I realize that they're very tough. Alright. Now, I have this little one I'm going to, not my drinking water. I'm just going to dip it in some water and then put it right here. And they should reroot themselves and grow up tall again. And I'll put that back in my bathroom. We're going to take all the leaves, put them over here. Because if they get potted in with the other ones, they might rot. And we don't want that. A little rot is nice because it adds nutrients, but a lot of rot is never good. You don't want your plants rotty, that's for sure. Okay, so now we got some more. See, this is what I mean. This was all from one plant. So they're just getting, I'm gonna basically repot them and make them more, there you go. At Downtown Disney, they sell lay flowers. Oh, that sounds really cool. Yes, you should get some. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get some. I'm down. That would be really cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this into 1, as you can see. Because it should be, because it was 2, but I'm just going to turn it into 1 because it's growing big now. caught it. Ow, I hit my elbow. Alright. There, we'll see what that does. Still looks pretty sad. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna cut it right here because it's getting too scraggly. And I'm just gonna stick this. Uh-oh. I might just throw this one out. But nah, I'll stick it in here and see if another one grows out of it. And I'm actually gonna cut this off. And I'm gonna stick it in here so that it just becomes a lot more populated. So it looks prettier. Because these will all split into other flowers. And other plantaloons. There, that looks nicer. I'll actually cut this one off. Oh, there, that's much better. Sometimes you have to tell them how to grow. They need instruction. You're like, you grow like this. Alright, so now we're gonna give that guy a little water. Water in this one. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now, the last one of this kind. Ta-da! So this guy also needs to be like, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut him up and just fill him out a little bit. So I'm going to cut these and just replant them in the same soil. So now we do the same thing. So because it's like weirdly shaped, I'm just gonna cut it here. Take off the leaves. And push it into the soil. And I actually can salvage this one too. Just pick off the leaves and push it into the soil. See what happens. More grows, more grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We got lots. How you doing, chat? Is this informational and fun at all, or? Actually, I'm gonna just poke them like that. See what happens. Oh my goodness. Oh, this can be turned into another two. Oh, and I have this one. All right. So this is this one. It's gonna get bigger. Ugh. We're gonna give it a little water. Oh, and then we're gonna actually reuse this one. We're gonna put a bunch in here. It's really helpful. Yay, I'm glad. Plants are really resilient. Like usually certain plants can be split up and it's totally okay. And sometimes they do die, but you have to take that risk sometimes. I mean, actually, so this is curved and I don't like it. So I'm gonna just cut it like that. So stick in like that. And then again, that one in there. Actually, I think that's upside down. Yeah, it is. Huh. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsie. So like I'm just, cause like it'll most likely grow. And if it doesn't, it doesn't, but because we have a lot more. We just want it to be more full and less lanky. No one likes a lanky plant. There we go. Alright, and that's the last of those guys. And they will get bigger and fuller. Just gonna sprinkle some soil on top. And we'll clean up a little bit and then move on to the bigger plants. Oh, and give him a little whoop. Alright, we're gonna put him in the windowsill where he usually is. He goes right here. Yeah. And actually, this guy goes over here too. And we have actually, this guy goes in my bathroom, so we'll put him there. And this guy can go right here. And then we need a tray for this one. I'll get a tray for it later, but for now he'll go right there. Alright, I'm just going to throw out some of these leaves just to help clean up. Now technically I could plant this and we get another one, but I have so many of those ones, so I'm okay with not. Actually, I can put them all in this broken pot, so I don't have to move. Ugh. Well, I can help you when I get down there. So now I'm just cleaning up. Obviously, let me just tell you exactly what I'm doing. Alright, for those of you that are just tuning in, hello, my name is Lydia. This is my channel, Pinup Player One. I'm a variety streamer, mainly play games, but today we're repotting some plants, because I have many. And it's been much needed. Alright, so I'm just going to put this soil over here. Alright, now, we have some monsteras. So behind me, behind this guy, we have a big monstera. I can't move it right now. I'll move it later. Because I did bring this rubber plant to repot him. Well, hopefully I have enough soil. But we have these monstera, the cuttings, that have been growing for quite a while. So we're gonna repot those and make new ones, which I'm going to sell in my shop. I wait till they get nice and big, and so there's 3 of them. There's 3 cuttings that I've been regrowing, and luckily we have 3 pots left. So I'm gonna try and just cycle some of that soil, and then I'm gonna put this in here. And again, you fill it up all the way because there's no soil to repot from the previous one. So I fill it mostly like 80%. Make sure you get rid of all the clumps. And now, let's do this one first. This one is awesome. This one is a more mature one. So he's got the Swiss cheese already on him. And it's just the one. So when I take it out, you'll see his long roots, and we're going to keep those roots. We're not going to snip them. We're going to plant them all the way up to like here. So we're going to stuff them in there. And these guys are actually vines that grow in the tropicals. This is a monstera, one of my favorites. I would love to own a variegated monstera. They're very hard to come by. I've been asking people because they are very expensive, so to buy a full one is probably about $1,000. But I would also split it up and sell it in my shop too. But I keep most of it for myself. But I would like to share the love in Canada because it's very hard to find them. Oh, you gotta be very careful when you first plant stuff, right? Because there we go. That's one. And he's already got another leaf coming on here. And this one will grow another leaf coming off of that one. So there's one. Boof. Oop. Oh, hi, Fluffy. Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, that's cool. And I will keep these guys outside all summer, and they're going to grow super fast. So I'm taking this extra water, and I'm just going to water some of my plants because it's got nutrients in it. So it acts like a fertilizer. And I'll take new cuttings and start new ones. Okay. Now for the other two. Hippa. And if you guys really like this content, please make sure you give me a follow or subscribe if you want to, if you haven't yet. Because if this is really good feedback, then I'll do this more often. And I'll make an actual space for it. Alright, so again, filled it about 80% full. There you go. And so now there's two here. Now I could either plant 2 in 1, because they're pretty young. You can see how rooty they've gotten. I actually might put both in one. And I'm just going to clip this one off because he is getting... Don't be scared to clip him off because new stuff will grow with these guys. You know what? I'm going to put 1 in 1 because these are pretty big. Yeah. Go. There's another one. And right there. And the last one. Let's get in some soil. Yes, Fluffy. What is it, my love? It looks like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. Yeah, don't worry. They'll get bigger. They're just the baby. It's just the baby. I'm just the baby. Perfect. Give him a little watering. And then put him on a tray. There we go. Excellent. All right, we're almost. Are we done? No, we have the rubber plant that's left. I'm just gonna water. I'm just gonna give this water to another one of my plants that really likes this kind of water. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this out of the way. Yes, Fluffy, I know. Do a little cleanup. All right, so this guy is a rubber plant. And he's been here for a while. As you can see, I know it's time to repot him because at the top, the leaves start to get scrumpled because the roots have hit the bottom and it needs to be repotted. So we're gonna actually repot him in this big guy right here. So we're gonna put him down here for a moment while we fill this full of soil. Ugh. We're just gonna like pour it in. What did I say? They get scrumply at the top. Like their leaves, here, wait, I'll try and show you. You see those leaves at the top, how they're scrunching up? The leaves are supposed to look like nice, but because they're getting scrunchy, it means that the roots are hitting the bottom of the pot, which means it's time to give it more growth and room. And we're just gonna do this, guys. Fill it about halfway. Boom. Okay. And I'll show you the fig again that I repotted because it was doing the same thing. All right, now this is going to be a little tricky. This would be tricky even if I wasn't filming it. Boom. Okay. There we go. All right. Well, that was easier than I thought. So I'm just going to like... Boom. And I'm not gonna use all of this soil. I'm gonna use new soil so that it has new nutrients. How can I do this to make it faster? There we go, I'm just using this. In we go. Here we go. Little rubber guy, do it. And I'm gonna put him outside for the summer. And he's gonna grow nice and big and strong. They are slow growers. And I got dirt everywhere. What else is new? Make sure I have saucers ready. And I'm gonna give this one a good bath off screen. What, Fluffy? Yeah? Okay. Huh. Fluffy, excuse me, coming through with a plant. Yeah. And so I'm gonna take this soil and put it back in the bag so I can use it again for next time. There we go. Bam. And there's another pot I can use for something else. Cool. My goodness. Fluffy, what are you doing? Get out of my plants. I just repotted those. Yeah. Beach. Okay, so we did it. Chat, we did it. A successful. Woofy! She just literally stepped. My cat decided to get right in front of where my foot is. They live! Alright, so we got a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Da, 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 da. And this was my repotting video. Now, again, please check out my Etsy shop because I will do, if you're in Canada, I do ship within Canada. Excuse me, and they will be on sale in August. These guys have to grow and flourish, and I always make sure they're rooted and bug-free before I ship them or put them up on sale. But yeah, I did it! Finally! I also inhaled some. And now actually, I'm gonna give, now that they have saucers, I'm gonna make sure they have a good drink. Yay! Hell yeah. And this right here, oh, I'm covering it again with the fig. Can I like, I inhaled some soil. But this here is where all the cuttings came from. And as you can see, more is growing. And I have a grow light here. I turned it off because the light, but I have a grow light here during the winter time that I turn on so that they keep it cool. Yeah. Well, that was awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning into that. As I get cleaned up, I'm gonna take probably about a 20-minute break. What time is it? 2:13. I'm gonna take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll be playing a video game. Not sure exactly what, but does anyone have any questions for me and my plants? Happy Pride, by the way. Oh look, there's soil in my water. That's why I've been coughing. Of course. The life of a green witch. I just eat dirt. Thanks for teaching us. Oh, I don't know if I taught you guys a lot, but this seems very well received. People seem to really like it, so I'll do another one. Oh, I have dirt on my face, which is great. Is that off? Oh no, that's just a giant zit. Cool. Is it? Nope, that was dirt. Cool. That's alright. It happens. When you pot, be prepared to get dirty. That's all I gotta say to you. Yeah. I don't know what else. Yeah, now I gotta clean up and then get ready to stream some more games. I'm really glad I did that. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'll try and make it after my vacation. I'll try and make it a regular thing to maybe do it once a month. And we'll repot plants and that kind of stuff. And again, please check out my Etsy shop. I do make pins, so this is my Pride Retro pin. Etsy shop is linked below. I can't talk. Yeah, I'm an artist and editor. I love to make things, and I love to stream video games for everybody, especially VRC. I might do some VRC actually. I don't know if Captain Chopper wants to join, but maybe I'll do some VRC, just some chill in VRC. I don't know, we'll do some fun chat talk, just talking. We'll figure it out. Or maybe we'll do some Division, or maybe both. I'm not sure. Or some Dibba. Or Evil Dead. There's so many options, guys. There's so many options. I'm not entirely sure of what I'll do, but You could be convinced. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I gotta get cleaned up. Because now this is all of my computer is right there. There's just plant stuff everywhere. But I'm gonna clean up and put these guys outside for the season. Because it is time. And I'm gonna open up again probably in about 20 minutes. So please, if you haven't followed me yet, please do. My name is Pinup Player 1, also Lydia, and today we are repotting some plants and we're gonna be playing some games in probably about 30 minutes. So please make sure you give me a follow so you get notified when I go live again. I love you guys so much. You're awesome. I keep inhaling dirt. I wonder why. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then we will commence with some video games. I love you all. You're all beautiful. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. I gotta go over to my computer. Let's see, who do we got that's online to raid? Let's see. It never shows me everybody who's online. There's not many people on. Do you guys want some Resident Evil 2? Murder Crumpet is playing that. She probably might enjoy my little tiny raid. Yeah, let's do that. Enjoy some Resident Evil 2, and I'll see you guys probably about 20 to 30 minutes. You're the best. My name is Lydia. Please give me a follow. I'll be going live again in about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm live on Thursdays and Saturdays. You are amazing. I love you all, and